Just more funny stuff that, and I'm a Mormon. Just looking at one of my own videos again. I'm addicted to them because I love the little ads that the Mormon Church puts below me there. And there's a gentleman there. Let me tell you who he is, so you can look him up on Mormon.org. Paris Thomas. Now, Paris looked to me to maybe be 17, 18, maybe 19 years old. And I think he's the brother of the guy that they hire in the Mormon Tabernacle Choir that's black, that can't sing, but the camera's always on him, so it looks like an integrated choir. You look at the other 280 faces, they're all white and delightsome, and there's just one black guy that they hire to sit in there. So anyway, this young man, Paris, is black. And he mentioned his ghetto. I'm not an expert on ghettos, but he was Tuskegee, maybe in Alabama. Anyway, he told his little story. Now, there's nothing but a ghetto background in this video, and beautiful music in the background. Now, I don't think he was carrying a boombox. I didn't see a boombox. So whoever made this video put music in the background on purpose. And so he was telling his story. And since I've worked in a lot of ghettos as a social worker, these are not unfamiliar stories of people that don't have a father or don't have any support or money or jobs. It's a sad situation to see people imperiled in those kinds of societies. You wouldn't even drive into this young man's neighborhood. Believe me, if I've been in Rhode Island and New Jersey and spots in Boston that are really ghetto places. And if you drive in there with a new car or a car that still has wheels on it, it won't. They'll pull you out of that car, beat your ass, and you could be a dead person if you go down a dead-end road in one of those places. I remember stopping in Rhode Island and like 15 kids jumped on the hood of the car and they were washing my window, and I thought, boy, this is really a nice group of young black people. And then the light turned green and they all put their hand out for money, and they stood in front of the light and I had to start handing out money, and if it was a quarter, that wasn't enough. It had to be $1. So it's like, $7 to get these 7 kids off of my car and to go through the ghetto. So Paris is telling his story, and I have no doubt that he's telling the truth. This is a young man that has no hope, no job, no education, and admits it freely that he thought that he was going to die right there in the ghetto. His brother died of a gang-related shooting, drive-by or whatever. And he seems like a very personable young man, a very nice young man. And so he's in this terrible, terrible ghetto with this beautiful music in the background. And all of these angles of shots of different cameras, close-ups, pan in, pan out. And I mean, it looks like a Hollywood production. It is outstanding Universal Studio type production. Well, he joined the Mormon Church. Now, I'll guarantee you, there were no missionaries that knocked on this young man's door. There's no way. Even the Mormon Church doesn't like lawsuits, and they tell their missionaries, don't go in places like that. So I don't know if he saw him on the street corner or a restaurant or whatever, but he joined the Mormon Church. Now, let me tell you something about Paris. I'm sure, again, he's a wonderful person. From what I could see, I only saw him for 35, 40 seconds, and I don't know if he got $25 or $200 or $1,000 to make this video, but to send a production crew out there in the lighting and in the sound, the boom sound, and he didn't have much of a wardrobe cost or makeup. But anyway, obviously the Mormon Church produced this particular document for you to see in the public, indicating that they're a fully integrated church. They like black people. They have one in the Tabernacle Choir. They didn't have one there for 125 years. But after 1978, they hired this guy, I guess, to mouth, because I don't think he can sing in the choir. Well, now they have this young man that they're taking advantage of and showing his black skin and his terrible lifestyle and how he is improving now being a Mormon. Well, it is deception. It is absolute deception. I've seen this young man, and to me, because I've worked in human services and in ghettos and with lots of black people, he's not scary or repulsive, or he just looked like a human being to me. But I'm going to tell you something. If he showed up into any ward in the area that I live here in Utah, there would be so many eyes on him, he would feel more than black. He would feel naked. And I don't know how many people would go up to him after the ward and shake his hand and introduce himself and try to befriend him. Again, when I look at the BYU campus now and when in 72, I couldn't see an American black person anywhere on that campus in 2010. So, again, it is, if you're black, the Mormon Church wants you because they will take pictures of you. I guess if you do it for free. I'm not sure, number one, if the kid was a Mormon or not. I'm getting more jaded in my old age. He may not have had anything to do with the Mormon Church. They may have just gone into a ghetto and found one black kid and said, here's $100. It's better than drug money, or $1,000. That's better than drug money. And would you be in our movie? So I think to produce something like this is very deceptive. The church edict is for the members to please make a video of themselves. Show the world that you're an ordinary person. Well, this young man, he didn't have enough food for the day. Where is he going to get a video camera? Where is he going to learn how to make a video and how to send it in and get it approved and go through all of the waivers and releases? He can't. So the church went looking for him. There's no doubt about it. And they're scanning all over the world for dark-skinned and black people that they can't find. They just plain don't exist. And I have a gentleman that writes to me on the comments many times from Brazil. And he says, you can't believe the way we're treated down here. The white, delightsome missionaries come in from the United States and they walk all over, and they're superior to us and our brown skin. And so I just wanted to, again, if you want to take a look at Paris, you can look him up on mormon.org, mormon.org. I love to give the Mormon Church advertisement because I want you to go see. Am I telling the truth here or am I lying? His name is Paris Thomas. He's black. He's about 18 years old, and I think he's from somewhere there in the east. I can't remember the city. But look him up on mormon.org and listen to his story, and then look at his video. Did he produce that? Did the Mormon Church produce that for their own benefit? You decide.